How do you price your home to sell? Whether you're planning on selling your home on your own, considering selling with an agent, or just want to know the value of your house, every homeowner wants to know how to accurately price their home to sell. In today's video, we're going to cover that and how some agents intentionally overprice homes just to get the listing. But first, hey, it's your favorite local realtor, Eren Millam with Premier Property Group. I specialize in all things Lewis County because it's where I live, work, and play. If this is your first time seeing me, I do 1 to 2 videos a week covering the market, reacting to real estate gurus, educating and informing you to make the best financial decisions when it comes to real estate. If you'd like to learn more about me, upcoming events in the area, or check out my weekly blog, you can visit my website, lewiscountyhomes.com. Now that we got that out of the way, let's dig in. First, there are 3 main reasons why a home doesn't sell: pricing, staging, and marketing. If any one of these key items is not on point, it will affect the others. For example, you could have a great price and beautiful staging, but if the marketing isn't exposing your home to the masses, it could have trouble selling. You could have a great price and amazing marketing, but if the home is trashed, it's not going to work. Now, something I've learned in my near decade experience is that there is a home for everyone. So even if your home is the exception, chances are the offer you take will be much less than your starting point. So how do you accurately price your home? Sometimes pricing your home is an art, and sometimes it's a science. We all know that to price our home to sell, we have to look at comparable sold properties. Unless you live in a housing development, there are a ton of variables to consider. Things like square footage, bedroom count, outbuildings, acreage, etc. all add to a home's value. What makes this hard is because we value our things much more than we value our neighbors. This leads to a pricing bias, and that's completely normal. The problem with that is we are not purchasing our stuff. A stranger is, and newsflash, everybody wants a deal. When looking for comparable properties, you want to make sure you employ the 10% rule. The 10% rule is a method for determining whether or not the home is similar enough to be relevant to your home's market value. For example, your home is 2,000 square feet. A relevant sold property would have to be between 1,800 and 2,200 square feet, 10% up and down. Likewise, let's say a 1,000 square foot home sells for $250,000. Just because yours is twice the size does not mean you can automatically price your home at twice the amount. For this same reason, a 2-bedroom home is not a good comparable for a 3-bedroom home. This same rule applies for pricing land. Once you've found 3 to 7 solid comps, it's time to make adjustments. These adjustment levels do change over time, but the key thing to remember is that you're not making comparisons across the board. What do I mean? Well, if the average price per foot of a sold home is $250, a home that is 200 square feet less is not going to be worth $50,000 less. That is 200 times $250 per foot. The adjustment is made at a 40 to 50% of the going rate, making the home $20,000 to $25,000 less. You can begin to see why so many people are concerned about pricing, but that's not all. Condition is a factor. Age is a factor. The valuation adjustment for outbuildings is also different depending on the type of building it is. In our area, the difference between a garage and no garage is about 50% of the cost to build a new garage of the exact same specifications. This is very complicated and does take some time to wrap your mind around. However, there is a very simple way to check your work. Let's say you've decided your home should be worth $400,000. Get online and look for homes between $350,000 and $450,000, so $50,000 up and down, and see where your home most likely fits. When looking to see where your house fits, consider, would you rather buy that house at X price or your own house at your price? Finally, have a disinterested party take a look and see if they agree. This is a great way to check your bias. I offer a complimentary market value analysis with no obligation to use me as your agent. I do this because I enjoy helping people. And let's say you give it a try and it doesn't work. Well, now you've got someone you know, like, and trust that can help you out. I'll leave a link for you down below where you can click, enter your information, and I'll get that market analysis over to you ASAP. I made a name for myself in this business by selling homes that expired from the market when listed with other agents. I don't say this to brag, but to comfort you, because even well-intentioned agents can get this wrong. However, there are some ill-intentioned agents out there. See my blog on spotting red flags in agents. who will overprice your listing intentionally to serve their own purposes. One of these could be to buy the listing by flattering your ego with an inflated price. These agents will then pressure you to drop the price or use your home to collect leads, and you'll never hear from them again. This is one of the reasons why the real estate industry has such a bad reputation. This is also why my clients consistently enjoy 6% higher sales prices than the average agent. When everyone else is overpriced, it turns out that pricing a home in line with the market makes it look like a great deal. If this was helpful to you in any way, consider giving it a like so more people who have the same question can see it, and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any need to know information about our current market. Again, I'm Eren Millam with Premier Property Group, and remember, never settle for less than extraordinary.